Europe at its most enchanting glides gently past your French balcony. You've settled comfortably into your suite. It's your home for your entire journey along Europe's most scenic waterways. Your magnificent new ship carries you to fascinating cities and quaint towns where exceptional excursions await your arrival. Your meals are gourmet, and your dinners include wines from European vineyards. Your crew has become a part of your family. This is an Amadeus Waterways river voyage. Each of our exceptional itineraries offers fascinating history and rich cultural adventures. Discover Prague, one of Europe's remarkable cities, and cruise the legendary Danube River to the vibrant city of Budapest. Along the way, you'll find small, delightful towns and great cities, including magnificent Vienna. Join our cruise tour between two of Europe's most romantic cities, Paris and Prague. We'll carry you through the meandering Moselle Valley, past steep hillside vineyards, and along the extraordinary castle-lined Rhine Valley. Cruise from Amsterdam, the city of canals, and follow the Rhine, Main, and Danube rivers through 5 fascinating countries on your way to Budapest. Or join us in Budapest and cruise with us along the Danube toward the Black Sea and a stay in fascinating Istanbul, the gateway to the east. Choose our Tulip Time cruise and enjoy the beautiful and historic waterways of Holland and Belgium at their most spectacular. Now, let our passengers and our crew introduce you to the incomparable world of European river cruising with Amadeus Waterways.
I'm glad that I've been on this ship, and I will certainly be telling all my friends, go for it. Just do it. You will not be disappointed in any way at all.
One of the things I really enjoyed about this particular ship is the fact that I can send emails from my cabin. So we have already told our friends back at home that this is the way to go. People know we like to cruise. This is our first river cruise. We're going to do it again.
I would be putting it to all my friends that if you're even contemplating it, this is the one to be on.
Unlike a bus tour, you have one designated room. You basically have a floating hotel room, and the service was phenomenal on this trip. Really, really enjoyed everything about it.
To me, this was a trip of a lifetime. We've cruised on ocean liners, but never on a riverboat, and this is the way to go. Everything was like a fairy tale, the tiny villages, the service was perfect. I couldn't be happier.
The reason that I love river cruising is number one, we're small. You get to know each other very well, and that's not only the guests, but also the crew members. And we are really one family as we learn about Europe.
Wonderful trip.
We wanted to see Europe, and I think this has been the best way to see Europe along the waterways in which the countries have opened up over the years. And so there's a lot of history along the rivers, and just a great way to see it.
Once we came on board, we were able to unpack our luggage and put it away and know that we didn't have to pack a suitcase and drag it around for the next 14 days. That was a real plus.
Well, we really enjoyed the fact that so many things are included. The trips into the towns, the guides were excellent. We got to see so much more than we would have if we'd have tried to do it on our own, and so much more than if we were on a larger ship, which we have done in the past.
And going down the both sides of the river, we saw sights all over, both green and houses and castles. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
The scenery itself has just been fascinating, to be that close to it. Something that previous cruises did not allow me to do.
We had done the Panama Canal, and it's one great big series of locks that takes about 6 hours to get through. But these are a series of 65 smaller locks that you hit a number of each day, and it's really interesting to see coming up the river and going into the lock and being raised, and in the second half, after you've reached the Continental Divide, going down in those locks. It's a new experience.
There's always something to do, but nothing to do. It's up to you what you want to do. We have a pinochle tournament going on.
We came on the cruise as a family of 7. We're able to go out and find the things and see the things that interest us, and then we all come back for dinner together and discuss what we've seen or done.
On the large cruise ships, you feel that you're just a number, but here everybody seems to get to know everybody else and are friendly and smiling and just, it's wonderful.
I think one of the very appealing things about the whole experience is meeting different people and actually getting to know them.
It's just been incredible.
It appeared to me from the research I had done that this was the finest ship making this cruise, and I have not been disappointed.
I don't think you could really better it. You couldn't ask for a better atmosphere. It's luxurious. It's a wonderful, relaxing holiday.
One of the first things that struck us was the standard of the accommodation is first class. It includes everything you would ever want for a 2-week period, and we just find it extremely comfortable.
The cabins were really a treat. A wonderful duvet, excellent linens, and that was an especially nice part of it.
Early in the morning, it's delightful to open up the balcony doors and feel close to the riverbank. It's a really lovely atmosphere.
You can really lay in bed and watch the world go by.
The wheelhouse is open for our guests on the River Rhine and River Danube.
We carry 40 bicycles on board. The use is free of charge, and of course it's very convenient to take a bike and just explore the cities on your own.
The bike paths are seemingly everywhere and through some of the most beautiful parts of the towns.
They were very easy to ride, and we really enjoyed the bike riding.
This new ship is just first class. Just enjoying it immensely.
Having been to Europe before, I have not been to too many small villages. Mostly I've been to large cities. And to just see the quaintness of these little towns and how they have preserved their buildings and of course the palaces, the castles, the churches. It's just been wonderful.
I was very impressed at how many tours were included in on our trip. Every day we seemed to have wonderful tour guides. And the thing that I liked most was the fact that these tour guides brought very personal experiences to relate to us that we found absolutely fascinating.
We have a guided tour, mostly to start with, and then we have free time to wander and find out a little bit more ourselves about each little town. Has been great.
The guides that we have had have been almost uniformly excellent, really far better than guides we've had on many other trips we've taken.
The crew are so warm and friendly, it really puts you at ease, it makes you relax. They joke around, which for us Australians is always good because we always like to joke. They're just an incredible bunch of people that have looked after us and taken very good care of us.
I have enjoyed them very much, their youthfulness and enthusiasm, and they've been joyful in their service to us, and we've been very appreciative of their help.
We think not only have they been efficient, but it's just been enjoyable talking to them and getting on well with them.
They are just so courteous and so kind that they become your friends almost immediately, and I will be missing them when we leave the boat.
We use the traditional food. We try to do something typical for the area, but with the touch of our kitchen team.
The food is wonderful. It's mixed with local foods, and every night we say, oh, I'm going to cook this at home. I'm going to try. And one of the suggestions is maybe we need to try to get a recipe book from the chef. I think that would be great.
The choice, the freshness, the way it's served by the staff, A1.
I'm sure the chef must be an artist because he laid everything out on the plate and made it look extra delicious, and they were.
At dinner, we're serving in the dining room complimentary wines from Hungarian wines in Budapest, or the Austrian wines from the Wachau Valley, or a nice Rhine wine when we are in Germany.
I've very much appreciated the different wines for the different countries that we're passing through, and to be able to taste wines that we don't see that often in Australia.